Warning. This podcast may contain honest opinions, unpopular takes, and conversations that challenge the way you think about car culture. Nothing said here is intended as a personal attack. If I critique an idea, it's because I care about making this community better. Respect is always welcome. Passion is mandatory. Welcome to Redline Rundown. What's going on, guys? It's Nate from Sokudo Empire, the president himself. Appreciate everyone for tuning in for this week's episode of Redline Rundown. So last week was a crazy week. Tri-State United 4 was crazy. I thank you everyone that came out, everyone that participated in all the events. Shout out to Mikey G for hosting, keeping the party going. Everybody go check him out. He's one of the greatest guys I know, but let's get into this. So July 19th, we are partnering with SIM1RACING down in Paramus, New Jersey. And there is a great opportunity for you to go out, race your friends. You can win a few different prizes. We'll be giving some items away as well. So check this out, right? There's going to be a first place, second place, third place prize. First place, you get 60 minutes of free sim time. Second place winner gets 40 minutes of free sim time. Third place winner gets 20 minutes of free sim time, right? So again, it's July 19th, 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. Hope to see you guys there. The details for the competition, right? The track is Brands Hatch Indy, right? The car will be a Mazda MX-5 Cup or a Toyota GR86. There will be stock, so pretty much it is a fair competition for everyone to pretty much race. You pay sim time to enter, and the fastest lap set between 12:30 and 4:30 wins. Now, the question you may be asking is, how much does it cost, right? So check this out, right? When it comes down to racing down at Sim Racing, it's $25 for 20 minutes. Then it's $45 for 40 minutes, and then it's $60 for 60 minutes. If you're looking to do all day, it's $120. Now, again, that's a great opportunity because you can still hang out after our event. Now, I hope to see all you guys who claim to be racers. I hope you come out and we see you out there. You know, I definitely want to see someone walk away with the first prize. We're going to be giving away some great stuff as well. So hopefully you guys do come out. Again, that is July 19th, and it's going to be from 12:30 to 4:30, Sunday, July 19th. Hope you're there. We are going to be doing a ride out, so stay tuned for that flyer as well. It will be posted on our Instagram page, Sokudo Empire, but stay tuned for that. There is food nearby as well when you're there, so there are going to be a bunch of different great things going on that day. Also, I just want to kind of let you guys know to be sure to sign up for ModProAI. We are one of the car groups that are affiliated with ModProAI, and it's a really cool app where you can have a car garage. You can have as many cars as you want, and you set up your car, and then you can choose between having a track setup, daily setup, or a race setup, and you can put in a dollar amount, and they'll give you different packages on things that you can do to modify your car, and it'll tell you how much horsepower your car will be increased with those modifications. So it's pretty dope. I know I've done one. Taking a look for my car, if you guys don't know, I have a 2020 Honda Accord. So looking at my garage, right? If I were to go ahead and look at some of the AI advisor specs that I've done, let's see. Right now, if I were to do anywhere from $1,500 to $1,875 in modifications, the three mods would be a K-tuner flash, a catted downpipe, front pipe combo, and then an intercooler upgrade, right? So then it'll kind of show you how much those things cost. So it's saying that a K-tuner flash would be about $449. The high volume catted downpipe and front pipe combo be looking at $579, and then the intercooler upgrade would be at $649. Now that puts at an estimated cost around $1,875, an estimated horsepower of 255, and then an estimated torque of 293, right? So again, this was just playing around. Originally, I did want to do an intercooler. Things changed a little bit at the time. I am sponsored by Mishimoto. So I do have a Mishimoto intake, and at the time I was looking to get the Mishimoto intercooler, but they didn't have it at the time, and I just never revisited. So now I was like, well, let's do some big boy numbers, right? What would it look like if I were to invest $17,000 to $19,000 in upgrades on my car, right? So this list is insane. So it would be 11 different mods, and the 11 different mods would increase the car's horsepower by 218 horsepower. It would be about $19,000, 410 horsepower, right? And 385 pound-foot of torque. So all of that, and to just kind of give you an idea, for my specific car. Now you can do this with your own car, and I definitely suggest going in and getting some ideas because it's really dope to see. It takes a few minutes. Sign up. I'll go ahead and post this little QR code here. Scan that, pause the video, and definitely sign up. But so for me to get 410 horsepower out of my 2020 Honda Accord, I'd be looking at a P600 drop-in turbo upgrade, a high volume intercooler upgrade, a catted downpipe and front pipe combo, a high pressure fuel pump, a 1000 cc fuel injectors, a K-tuner flash, stage 4 E-tune, CVT fluid cooler kit, BR series coilover kit, Aero big brake front kit, a rear motor mount, 62A street urethane. So those would be the 11 mods that I would have to get to be pushing over 400 horsepower and not blow up my car. So again, by all means, scan the QR code, bro. Check it out. It's really dope. You can, link up with your friends, meet new people. It's a really dope app to check out. So, with that said, something happening a little bit sooner, 7-Eleven Day, this Saturday, July 11th, we will be at Speedway down in Montgomery. The address is 2057 New York 208 in Montgomery, New York. We will be there from 6 to 10. They will be giving out free Slurpees. We did this last year. They didn't run out of Slurpees, so hopefully our luck continues. Come out, chill, have a good time. The team's going to be out taking some pictures, just chilling, man, just having a good time. Summer is officially here. Come out, have a Slurpee on Sokudo, and just have a good time. Now, other things that we have going on, man. Gonna be going out to Beach Bash as well. Can't wait to check that out. Now, let me see what else we got going on. Bear with me 1 second here. So now, right? Do you guys remember Pimp My Ride? It was on MTV, hosted by Exhibit. And the premise of the show was you'd get a young kid with a hoopty car that's falling apart. They'd ride into the show. Exhibit would pop up at the crib. Hey man, I'm here. Hear your story. And pimp your ride, right? Kind of heard some of the stories, some of the, iconic pimping out that they did, where you had a lot of things that would happen where the car would go from, semi-reliable to get you from point A to point B to like, yo, let's put a pool in this car. Like they were just doing crazy stuff to these people's rides. But that's cool as shit. But no matter how you look at it, for some people, it just wasn't something that they could sustain. I've heard stories about them removing some stuff, once the show, stopped filming. So it was, some people enjoyed it, some people don't. I think right now, 17 cars still remain with the original owners, so that's not horrible, but they enjoyed the experience enough to hold on to the car, so that's pretty dope to see. Some people totaled the cars, some people sold them. It was what it is, but it was definitely a time where it was cool to see in that time period. MTV was running reruns for a while, so hopefully you remember. But it was pretty dope. So and other things that have been going on, right? For the first time, a compact SUV is outselling um, pickup trucks. Now, I know that a lot of manufacturers have kind of stopped selling cars just because SUVs had kind of become the thing, but the Ford F-150 and Silverado were outselling, many different vehicles. And for the first time in forever, the Honda CR-V is now the number one selling compact SUV, and it's outselling full-size trucks. Now you got to ask yourself, why is that happening? I know for the most part, a lot of people, when they do start driving, they feel a little bit safer in SUVs and things of that nature. But you're talking about right now, the CRV's hit 226,114 sales, and it's only the middle of the year. This is exactly the middle of the year. This is the 27th week of the year, and we're going to keep going forward. But in the middle of the year, they've sold that many Honda CRVs, which is very, very interesting. Now, Honda does make a very reliable car, but it makes you ask the question, why is a mid-size SUV outselling a full-size truck? I know when it comes to Ford and selling F-150s, their biggest thing has been the reliability factor for generations. So that's something to see and think about. At the end of the day, let's see. It says buyers are balking at a $66,000 average truck price and choosing the $38,000 Honda instead. So, financially, it looks like that's the motivation here as to why so many people are opting for such a more affordable vehicle. But you got to ask yourself, if you have truck money, aren't you just going to spend truck money? You know what I mean? I think if someone has the money to buy a truck, is in the market for a truck, they would go ahead and spend that money on a truck. So now the economy has reached a point where instead of buying what they want and what they have the money to spend, they're looking to spend a little bit smarter and invest it in something that gives them a little bit more leeway with their money. So it's just something to follow and see. We'll see if the CRV continues to sell at this pace and ends up being the number one selling vehicle by year's end. Again, it's only the middle of the year, so we'll see what happens there. Lastly, have you guys been keeping up with the new Ferrari 818 horsepower? They've put in a dual clutch gearbox, added a servo actuated shifter. Some people say that it does make it feel a little bit more on the analog side of things. But I know when they announced it, some people weren't very happy with how it looked. Ferrari seems very content with how the car is going to do. I've heard that they've sold out already, so we'll see how that pans out. Ferrari does have an iconic history when it does come to supercars and sports cars, so trying something different sometimes can make or break a company. So we can see where that ends up going for Ferrari. So I wish them the best. I know I don't got Ferrari money, so to those that do, enjoy it. But again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace.